This video is a product buyer's guide intended for gift givers and adult collectors. Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
Today, we'll be reviewing something that I have to say, had you told me about it just a few short years ago, would have not sounded possible in my wildest dreams. You may recall if you watched our review of Monster High's Beetlejuice Skullector dolls, I made a comment about the Jack Skellington referencing headpiece as maybe being the closest thing we'd ever get to a Monster High Disney collab. Is this the closest we'll ever get to a Monster High Disney crossover? Well, fast forward to 2023 and Monster High had me and many other collectors shook with this reveal. Although there were some light whispers of a potential Nightmare Before Christmas collab online, including some debunked AI images, it wasn't until October 24th that the official Monster High social pages confirmed that yes, indeed, they would be releasing dolls inspired by Tim Burton's iconic 1993 film, which to the likes of the Monster High fandom surely needs no introduction. It's a spooky, cute match made in heaven. This video will include in-depth reviews of those very dolls, the Monster High Skullector editions of Jack Skellington and Sally, designed once again by Rebecca Shipman in collaboration with the other Mattel sculpting and development teams. We'll be diving into every detail of these hugely hyped dolls, including their unique face and body sculpts, the drama surrounding their rapid sellout, Easter egg references across their clothing and accessories, and much more. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss a moment of the adult collector perspective here on Toy Chat. These dolls have certainly been buzzing in my skull, so let's dive right in.
The Nightmare Before Christmas Skullector doll 2-pack was available exclusively through Mattel Creations, dropping this past October 27th for $90. Unfortunately, they had a lightning-fast sellout, remaining available for less than 10 minutes. This led to a lot of disappointed fans who expressed their frustration across all social medias. Even Garrett Sanders, the creator of Monster High himself, could not secure the dolls in time. Some Skullector dolls have restocked in the past, but right now it's unknown whether there will be other opportunities to purchase these. We recommend staying tuned to the Monster High and Mattel Creations socials for any updates. Like other Skullector dolls, Jack and Sally has special packaging designed to theme. The black outer sleeve featured glam shots of both dolls, with the Nightmare Before Christmas logo and labeled from the makers of Monster High at the lower right. The back of the sleeve has a description reading, debuting in the fan favorite film Disney's Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, Pumpkin King Jack Skellington and dreamer Sally embark on a wild misadventure that captures the spirit of Halloween, Christmas, and true love. Pause here if you like to read in full. The sleeve is a tight fit, so be careful when removing it. Inside, we see the dolls posed nicely in their window display. The inner box is bordered with artwork featuring Halloween Town's Graveyard Gate and Jack's ghostly companion Zero at the lower left, alongside a pair of spooky pumpkins. The Nightmare Before Christmas logo is inscribed with a gorgeous iridescent finish at the bottom. Each side of the box continues the stylized artwork, with a Monster High skullet marking the bottom left. Across the back, we can see a lovely glam shot of Jack and Sally holding hands beneath the full moon. After sliding out the box insert and removing the dolls, we can take a closer look at their backdrop, featuring a fresh snowfall over Spiral Hill and a gift basket Sally sends to Jack while he conducts his Christmas experiments. Alright, let's take a closer look at the dolls.
Up first is the Pumpkin King himself, Jack Skellington. Can I just say what an absolute delight it is to finally have a 1/6 scale Jack doll at all. One that's actually a doll, not a figure, let alone for our Monster High collections. As you can see, he has a very unique head sculpt. I would overall say this sculpt is more aligned with the character's origin film than anything we've previously seen from Monster High. The differences from his original stop-motion puppet are subtle, but the altered proportions do feel very slightly chibi-fied, giving him a slightly cuter appearance and helping him fit into the Monster High aesthetic. Jack's spooky eyes are pitch black, lined with a light airbrushing to resemble shadows. His hollow nose holes are also painted black, and he's sporting his signature Stitch-like grin with a slightly opened mouth. Jack's outfit is very similar to what he wears in his film. His signature oversized bat bow tie is entirely black sculpted plastic with some textured detail. It's secured to his neck with a plastic band. He, of course, comes sporting his classic pinstripe suit, complete with matching pants and coattail tuxedo jacket. The Monster High version has an added graphic decoration of several white mini skulls. This particular style of skull with drip-like teeth can be seen across various Nightmare Before Christmas-inspired designs and famously is featured at Disney Parks' Haunted Mansion Holiday Ride, which, if you've never been to Disneyland during the holiday season, you need to experience the seasonal spin on the Haunted Mansion ride. It's incredible. Luckily, yes, you can pop off Jack's hands, which makes it easy to remove his jacket. And if you're curious about his body sculpt and articulation, we'll take a closer look at that later. One of the most notable creative liberties taken on his outfit is the addition of a red and black striped vest. Though it may look like there's a separate layer underneath with the white dress shirt and faux black buttons, this shirt and vest portion is sewn to Jack's pants as one single fashion piece. It all opens up with Velcro down his back. As you can see, the vest does include separated fabric, but it's attached at the shirt shoulder. Finally, Jack is wearing a pair of slick black dress shoes. They have sculpted laces and other swirly details, but the can't-miss inclusion is at the back heel, featuring a sculpt of Halloween Town's Spiral Hill, which is, of course, a pivotal landmark in the movie. It's prominently featured during the beautiful Jack's Lament song sequence, and of course, Jack and Sally meet on this same hill by the ending. There are also mini spirals over the top lining, and the soles of his shoes have a slight texture that almost looks wooden, which kind of makes me think of the holiday door trees.
Stitch Up is a ghoul inspired by Sally. Sally here has bulging eyes with tiny black pupils. There is some dramatic eye shading to further enhance the bulging eye effect. While there is some pixelation to the shading, it is hardly noticeable to the naked eye. She has light teal eyeshadow that has a bit of metallic glitter compound mixed in. There are painted eyelashes on the top and bottom. While the original Sally does not have any eyebrows, this Sally has gray ones. There's a line of stitches across her right eyebrow and right below the right eye as well. She has bright red lipstick on and stitches across her mouth. Sally has black drop earrings with a cat head at the end. This is a reference to the black cat that approaches Sally during her song in the film. She has long crimson red hair that stops just short above her ankles. Her hair is really nice, super straight with no product in it. There is a middle part and she wears a black headband that looks like some sort of flower buds and vines. The flowers look similar to ones that she picked up in the film, including her final scenes on Spiral Hill. There's a bow tie just off to the side. She wears a black thorn necklace with 3 vines in the front. It's kept in place with a plastic band. Our ghoul here wears an evening dress closely resembling Sally's iconic outfit. The dress has a reimagined neckline with an off-the-shoulder design. There are puff shoulder sleeves made with spider web lace. Her dress retains Sally's signature patchwork design with sections of solid yellow, purple with black swirls, green with polka dots, and stripes of purple and black. If you look closely, you might spot a hidden skullet on the left hip. There's a black mesh overlay over the bottom half of the dress. The spiderweb lace design continues to the skirt of the dress with 2 asymmetrical layers of lace. There's a black and orange belt at the waist. This detail matches with Jack's striped vest. The belt is attached to the dress, and the whole dress velcros in the back. Sally wears black ankle heel boots. There are vine and stitchwork details. The heels of the shoes are little gray bottles referencing Sally's herb jars. The printed text reads Frog's Breath on the right shoes jar and Deadly Nightshade on the left. In the movie, these are both brewed into the soup Sally makes for Dr. Finkelstein's before sneaking off. Sally's purse is a spool of thread. It is blued with painted black string. It does open up. Monster High collectors have pointed out that this sculpt looks very familiar. As Garrett Sanders himself explained on Instagram, although the purse shares similarities with both Frankie's Threadorella's Release and Gentoo Ghoul's Beast Pets, it's not completely identical.
Something you may notice about Jack is that he has a plastic insert over his chest beneath his clothes, which we'd recommend hanging on to because his clothes fit loose without it. Fully undressing both dolls, we can take a closer look at their body sculpts. Sally uses the standard Monster High Gen 1 body, but as you can see, Jack's skeleton body is more unique. It is similar but not identical to Skeleta's body from Gen 1. Jack is a bit taller, standing at 12 inches, while Sally stands at 10.5 inches. He has pretty posable articulation points, the first at his head, which can tilt up and down, side to side very nicely, as well as the usual shoulders, elbows, wrists, thighs, and knees. Similar to previous Monster High skeleton bodies, you'll want to be cautious bending the arms as those pieces are especially thin and delicate, and of course the joint can be tough to identify under his long sleeves. Check out his awesome skeleton fingers. These are again a brand new sculpt, and he has 4 total, just like the movie. A great final addition are his ankle joints, which offer nice posing versatility at his feet. Both dolls come with a signature black Monster High display stand, Jack's being slightly taller for his height. We did notice that it's really tough to get Jack's clasp around his plastic piece, so be wary of that. The dolls come with a certificate of authenticity as well. All right, from there, let's head into our final thoughts on the NBC Skullector dolls.
For the longest while now, it felt like a Nightmare Before Christmas and Monster High collaboration seems to be a pipe dream. It never occurred to me that this would even be a reality. With the success of Monster High collaboration with popular film monsters and baddies, this seems like a natural progression to Monster High Collector dolls. While I didn't watch the Nightmare Before Christmas film before well into my adulthood, I can appreciate the film's aesthetics and timeless appeal. In my opinion, this set is perfect for all NBC fans, and it seems to be designed by NBC fans. You can really tell that a lot of effort and love went into creating these dolls. Jack seems to be a completely new sculpt down to his elongated body sculpt. His tuxedo is really nice. I love the added element of the orange and black striped vest. Sally's face sculpt is a nice spin on the character. It's both cute and ghoulish. Her dress is a perfect combination of the iconic Sally dress and couture. These two and their outfits are made perfect for each other. This is a really exciting collaboration, but I know a lot of collectors miss out on these, and I hope Mattel heard their outcries and will restock them. There's money left on the table. I don't know why Mattel wouldn't take the opportunity to produce more. I'm curious if this opened the door for more Monster High and Disney collaborations. I'd love to see some Hocus Pocus or Coco dolls.
So, to expand on something I mentioned earlier, it's kind of wild how long I feel like I've waited for Jack and Sally dolls that fit the actual construction and aesthetic of my existing doll collections. Yes, there have been a wide variety of toys and figures of the characters over the years, but Jack and Sally have notably been excluded from the iconic Disney limited edition doll lines for a long time. They did very recently receive a 30th anniversary doll set courtesy of Shop Disney, but to me, even those felt more action figure leaning, with Sally having minimal articulation and the designs just not gelling with previous Disney LE dolls. Those are also incredibly expensive at $350. These Skullector dolls, I think, finally satiated something I've been hoping for so long. While a few small creative liberties were taken, this particular Skullector release feels most faithful to the source material out of all the Skullector dolls. It's possible some folks may take issue with that, maybe preferring something with more of a Monster High spin, but I think following the lack of options as I described earlier, this was the appropriate decision to make, and point blank, I love them so much. Jack's face and body don't always translate well to toy form because of his lanky skeletal proportions, but I think just enough was tweaked here to make him incredibly cute and photogenic as a doll, while still very much maintaining the core integrity of the character. I like how the plastic piece helps his chest puff out a bit, similar to the movie, and for the most part, his clothes scale over his body surprisingly nicely. You do need to be cautious with his bony limbs. Parts of it can be a little loose or awkward to move under his clothes, but I mostly love how he poses. His head and hand sculpts are just chef's kiss. My only critique is wishing more layers and separate pieces were used in the fashions given this set's price point. Sally is an absolute dream as well, and although she sports a little more of a Monster High look, her face design is very true to character. Minus, of course, the eyebrows, which I have to admit I'm a little on the fence on that subject. There's a part of me that feels like not having eyebrows would have scaled a bit awkwardly to this head shape. I don't know if it would have made her forehead seem really large, but I don't know. And then I look at edits and I feel like she looks cool without them. Let me know what you guys think. Her fashions are lovely. The evening gown spin on her signature outfit is super cute. I love the off-the-shoulder mesh puffs. I do think she could have had a slightly more inspired accessory, but of course the spool is still very fitting. These dolls are incredibly special to me. They're, in my eyes, the best Skullector set ever, which I must admit is bias and nostalgia driven. Yes, because The Nightmare Before Christmas means so much to me. And I know all too well that I'm only one of many, many other people who feel that way. As where some Skullector releases maybe felt like more of a reach in terms of crossover, having very different audiences, these are examples of dolls that I think Monster High should have known that just about the entirety of their audience would have interest in. Because of that, these really should have been produced in huge numbers, and it's really unfortunate that so many collectors seemed to miss out on them. I, for one, know I would have been genuinely devastated if I couldn't purchase these, so I'm really hoping Mattel saw the sky-high demand and reaction to the rapid sellout. These dolls need to be restocked because I know there are probably thousands more people who would love them and deserve to enjoy them on the shelf. And they look so incredibly good there. So what are your thoughts on the Monster High Skullector Nightmare Before Christmas dolls? Definitely let us know in the comments below. We'd really love to hear how everyone else is feeling about these. Related playlists will be linked on screen here. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Let us know what you want to see reviewed next, and we'll see you next time. Bye.